Carthage, one of the greatest empires in the history of the Mediterranean and one of the greatest enemies of the Roman Empire. But did you know that Carthage actually exists in my video game, Europa Universalis 5? In fact, there it is right there. I already formed Carthage, ladies and gentlemen, after starting off as the Sultanate of Tunis. And as you can see, we already own a majority of the Maghreb and all of the islands in the Western Mediterranean. But, as you rightfully pointed out, this is nowhere near the peak of the historical peak borders of the Carthaginian Empire. We need to own a lot more land in Morocco, and most importantly, we need to own a lot more land in Iberia. Oh, and we'll also do what Carthage never managed to do historically: conquer the city of Rome. So without further ado, let's jump in as the Sultanate of Carthage and show these guys who's the real boss. Alright, here we are back as Carthage, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't originally plan this for to be a multiple part series, which it's not gonna be. It's only gonna be 2 parts, but here we are back as Carthage, man. You guys asked for it, and I thought about it. I was like, wait, I had lots of fun. Why not continue this run for one more episode and conquer peak Carthage borders? So yeah, this is what we're looking like, man. This is everything we own right here. Almost all of it is cores. We just annexed Tlemcen, which was a massive vassal that was over here. We got some uncored things right here, which are Moroccan culture, but it's not a problem because pretty soon we're going to be accepting Moroccan as well, so we'll get cores there. We got our subjects Sicily owning this, Sardinia, Corsica, and Majorca. We are going to be annexing those guys as well. And the game plan here is, to just start pummeling Morocco, man. They are fairly powerful. It's 1496, but listen, they're no match for us. So yeah, the game plan is to conquer this entire area from them, and that's where we're gonna stop. And then when we push into Iberia, I am gonna look to own all of Andalusia, Granada, Murcia, and Valencia, which means, we might have an easier war, not really, versus Aragon right here. And of course, for, the little cherry on top, the icing of the cake, we need to nab this as well. So let's see where we're at. But yeah, aside from that, man, if you guys want to take a look at stuff over here, the privileges I've granted, these are the government reforms right here. We got a pretty good economy going, a pretty big standing army, massive galley fleet that's unstoppable. Research-wise, these things have spawned, but we haven't embraced them just yet. We're not really getting those things, but we will soon. And either way, we're still researching some leftover stuff from the previous age, so we're good. So yeah, Morocco, obviously not a foe we need to worry about, but Spain, man. Ugh, Spain is gonna be a problem. In fact, they're the number 8 great power in the world, supposedly weaker than myself. Now, as for control in our core parts right here, it's actually really nice. We got a governor over here that the game put down for us. As for roading, we're pretty roaded up, I'd say, in our core region right here, but we do need to stem out a little bit more from our capital over to the newly integrated lands. So yeah, just taking a look at rivals right here, Morocco is our rival. We can create destroy enemy on them, which would be very nice. I doubt we'll be able to take all of this in one war. Probably 2 wars, if I'm being honest. We should focus on the coastline first, of course, to stop Spain from doing any shenanigans. But, Spain's enemies, we need to examine that, France. We should try and link up with these guys, man. I doubt it's going to be possible, honestly, but I'm going to try. Oh, dude, we got 2 unique Carthaginian things right here that I've forgotten for last time. Yeah, Carthage actually does have quite a few unique, going for it. 2 of these right here, Breadbasket or Roman, I think this one as well, or this one, I forgot which one, but, yeah, shipbuilding speed plus 20% sailors? It's banging, man. It's actually probably the formable with the most flavor, outside of, like, Spain or Britain or, guys that are supposed to come around. So, for an ahistorical formable, it's got a lot going for it, man. And I know some of you were saying last time, oh, Hawk, please eat up like Jared, Togurt, and those guys. I can't stand to look at them on a map. But guys, if we conquer this, do you guys know how ugly our map is gonna look? And how stupid the name placement is gonna be? Like, this is the entire area of the Sahara Oases, man. I'm not, venturing out into that. Even if we, controlled like this little bit or this little bit right here, I'd be so angry. So I'm very satisfied with what we look like. The only reason I'm not conquering these guys is because I want pretty border. As for, you know, the internal structure of our country, man, we are about 52% Tunisian right here, but everything else is accepted, except for Moroccan, of course, so we're chilling on that front. Pretty high cultural influence as well, and we're like 99.7% Sunni. You know, I can ally the Ottomans. In fact, I can ally the Mamluks, too. Do they hate each other, or they don't hate each other? You know, these are really powerful countries, right? They can, especially the Mamluks, they can get so many levies, it's not even funny. How much would they be able to help versus someone like Spain? Could they actually come there? Because, you know, I got a pretty mega navy over here. We can have an even bigger, even more powerful navy. So about navy, I'm not concerned. Army-wise, though, yeah, army-wise, they're pretty powerful. They don't got as many regulars as I do, but still, man, you know, look at the forts over here in Aragon, the border between them especially. With, like, France, it's easy. With France on my side, I'm not even thinking about it. But, you know, there are a couple of things we can do to make them like us more. All right, we've acquired Destroy Enemy on Morocco. Let's go in. There it is, and I am gonna get the levies up for this, all of them. Okay, so they are willing to give this up, and they're really the only ones that are mad. Perfect, so I'm taking like 5 locations here, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5. Gonna create subjects, I think. Right, let's take a look at Moroccan. We're more powerful. We can get it in pretty quickly. We already got Zenati accepted. Maybe we do half and half, something like that. Okay, but there we go. That's our first war with Morocco done. We probably will be able to take the rest of it in the next war. Or if not, it's like 2 more wars, but it's all right. Okay, cool. There we go. We've already started our expansion, man. Let's get the troops back home. Chill out a little bit. We do lose money when we're at war, by the way, because our army's kind of huge. There we go. I already started tolerating Moroccan. It's actually really cheap to accept, so I am gonna manually do these. Or maybe we just pop 1 guy. Well, there we go. Spent a bunch of money to get 5 prestige, so we can accept Moroccan. There we go. Cheap. We got room. Everything will become our core over here, and this will get integrated faster. At least the stuff that is main Moroccan. We got Masmouda right here as well, but there's not enough people for us to accept it, so we're just gonna have to convert it eventually. There we go. We've gotten some cores, and as you guys can see, I did create 2 subjects over here. So with the 3 guys I got, I'm manually integrating this stuff, and then these guys will just annex. As for the other subjects, you know, the Catholic boys right here, gonna integrate them eventually. Now, last time, you know, last episode, if you guys haven't watched it, check it out, of course, if you haven't. But Aragon had a similar alliance situation like this. However, they ended up fighting France, and France made them break all alliances, and that's how I managed to nab the Balearic Islands from them. But, you know, since then, they have gotten back with their allies, so now, you know, there's no difference to me whether I fight Aragon or Spain, because they're both allied with England, and this big-ass Burgundy that Provence formed, and this Brittany that's not that weak and kind of far away, do both of them, you know, they both interfere with stuff. So, honestly, Spain with just these guys is kind of easier than Aragon because they bring in these guys. We'll see, though. We'll see. We need to keep pummeling Morocco. I'm gonna rural noble authority here. You know, I know these guys are broke boys, but something we could do, as long as it doesn't mess up my borders, is just hit Togourt, Jared, Twat, Fezan, make them vassals. Because originally these guys were, but I just gave up on them because I'm not interested in that land. But we could get them and keep them as vassals. They're so poor that they're not really going to contribute meaningfully to the economy. Look, right now we're making 44 out of Sicily, Sardinia, Corsica, Majorca, and those 2 guys. And actually, I had Athens right here as a subject and a bunch of other land that I sold. Well, no. What did I do? I sold it to some guys over here, some land. But we were making a lot of land money from that, but I was just totally not interested in it. I guess if we weren't interested in that, I shouldn't have given it up. And then I really shouldn't go around getting these guys either. So I think I won't. So I did link up with the Mamluks. I did ally them. That France thing, it's looking like it's not gonna happen, if I'm honest. I even rivaled Spain just so we have some of the same rivals, but yeah, maybe. Nah, no way. It's really hard for us to ally any of these guys, that's the thing. So, yeah, I mean, with the help of Egypt, they would come in with favors, of course. We can deal with these guys. The thing is, will they actually come and help? And, you know, the boat stuff as well. Are these real boats? Damn, they're all real boats. Wow, nice. And they got a decent amount of regulars. I think with the help of the Mamluks, it's easily doable. Okay, let's curry favors. We got time until then. Alright, two of the provinces that we took from Morocco have been integrated. Just wrapping up this final one, and I've just started integrating these two subjects. One of them takes 60, 186, but it's pretty quick, as you can see, so it won't take that long. Also, creating the CB on Morocco once again now, so we'll go in as soon as it's done. Okay, well, I got the CB on Morocco. I'm doing everything I can with France, man. You know, offering the mill access, fleet basing is just... I don't think we can get there. Maybe once I finish eating Morocco. Or maybe if I punch into Aragon somehow, if they get left ally-less or something. But, yeah, it's probably not doable. The fort in Fez keeps being the most annoying fort in the entire Europa Universalis series, man. Okay, this is what I need to do. Ah, damn, it's at 125. We probably can't because we've already occupied everything. Do I wait to siege these down so we 100% them? I'll try, but I doubt we'll be able to do it. In that case, we'll go... Damn, what the hell? I like this, I guess. Yeah, 3 and then another 3. You know, it's fine. Integration-wise, it's fine. I'm gonna do this. There we go. One more war with Morocco, where we'll take these over here. I'm not mad at that at all. I picked up printing press. I'm just realizing now how behind actually we were on the second wave of institutions, man. Because we got these last episode really quickly, but yeah, it's alright. So once we get done with the main stuff in printing press, we're immediately gonna go down pike and shot and make a, you know, a powerful army, because all of these other guys have it, man. Well, actually, hold up, Spain doesn't have it, so that's not bad. I have it more than Spain. That's good. That's good. I guess Burgos and Sevilla suck. Which means we're not behind on them. And they're, of course, our main enemy right now. Naples, we already took down one time last time, so we're more powerful than Naples. It's not a doubt. We took Sicily from them. But yeah, man, this weirdo alliance situation right here is what's getting me. Yeah, we'll wrap up Morocco and then see what's up. I just got finished integrating all of these provinces, so I put, you know, the cabinet back on automatic. They all automatically went to assimilate Arif. Do they even do it that quickly, man? I still can't figure out if this is a bug or not. Why would all of them do that? Yeah, they're not even doing anything, dude. It's decreasing. Yeah, they're not even getting people in there. What the hell? Why would the entire cabinet do that? It's supposed to change when you... What are they assimilating it to? What? Are they assimilating it to this one? Dude, stop. Oh, there's another local governor in Pike and Shot. That's where they added that. Alright, I actually did cut printing press a little short now that we got the paved road, and I'm gonna go ahead and embrace Pike and Shot. Let's see. So if we go like this, yeah, Castile should be getting it as well, but at least we won't be behind. So there's actually cool army stuff and also the other local governor, which I'm gonna go for. Oh, and some, yeah, 20% sailors. So many sailors modifiers, man. Estates have already started up on paved roads, which is awesome. I can't do it right now because I'm stab maxing, but after that I will. It doesn't matter what we choose here since it's gonna be pretty late, but I'm actually gonna go with Diplo focus. There's lots of cool trade and tax stuff. So I just upgraded my troops right here to halberdiers and lancers. Oh, we can do the howitzers too. Wait, can we not do them? To what? Falconet. Oh, I did got the Falconet. Okay, I will once I get the money or whatever. And I was just taking a look at this and seeing why I'm not a mill hegemon, because I think 19k is pretty good. Mao has 129,000 professionals. Who the hell are they? Okay, this is Korea, but this must be the guys that took over China. We can't see China, but damn. Okay, losing quite a bit of money now because we're still, you know, fixing up the manpower, and these guys cost a lot, but we got a CB on Morocco. Let's wrap it up with them. We're actually losing so much money while we're at war, but this is everything I want from them. Yep, there we go. And that's a wrap on Morocco. That's everything I want to own from them. Okay, let's go back home, try and get out of these debts, and, yeah, figure out... Oh! Hold up. Okay. These guys are no longer friends. In fact, what? I mean, this isn't... How did this happen? Okay. Aragon, Brittany... okay, how much do they have? Potential? Total potential. 100 and... No, them. Yeah, them. Total potential, 181,000. Sorry, Spain, 187,000. Yeah, these guys still got more. Can bring in Egypt into anything. If I get access through Spain, which is probably going to be difficult to do, or impossible, I can piece out Portugal easily. Burgundy is right there. Brittany is somehow very powerful. And then England. England's in both. Okay, well, we'll figure that out later. Yeah. I can become an empire. I just noticed that. We just need prestige and money. Now, if I max this, we don't lose it. What's other ways to get prestige? Maybe some religious actions? Oh, that's not it. Pilgrimage. I don't know. Maybe I'll try and do it when we win a war. I don't want to max cultural investment. You know, it's funny because there's so many events that make you lose prestige, but almost none that make you gain it. Actually, I've just realized a bit of a problem here. See, these guys, they're probably doing New World stuff, which is where a lot of the boats is. Now, I got lots of, like, galley modifiers, and my navy is really strong, but... Huh. Just landing everyone one by one. Yeah, this invasion is tricky, man. Without this crossing right here, like you know, like it used to be in EU4, the strategy is so different. My irregulars and levies can destroy them, but now I'm concerned about the navy. Well, either way, if we do go in, what do we want to do? Show superiority or a siege war? Aragon is way easier. We need to go in on them, because I only want Valencia from them, whereas from Spain, I want all of these. And then we'll already get our army here and invade from there when we fight Spain. It might seem trickier because there's more guys, but it's actually easier because there's more. Because I can just pay everyone to leave after a bit of time. Alrighty, well, in that case, Aragon coming up soon. Alright, but I think I'm going to call it right there for now. I mean, for today, for me, for you, it's going to be 1 second. This is actually the second video I've been recording today. So yeah, not a lot to do, man. Just the 3 endgame bosses left. Well, you know, Naples, I do want to be the last one that we fight, but it's also kind of funny because they're the easiest to fight out of these guys. But yeah, just can't forget that I want to fight Aragon. Alright, folks, it's the next day, and I have remembered that I want to fight Aragon. In fact, I just got a CB on them. My only problem right now with the economy is that we're losing so much money while we're at war, but then once we stop being at war, we make so much money that, you know, we can easily pay off the loans. But taking out those loans does temporarily hurt us, you know, with the crown part and stuff like that, but we'll be alright. Okay. So yeah, got a CB on Aragon for Valencia. I want to take the entire area of Valencia. It's definitely possible in one war. These are all of their allies. You know, it's gonna be kind of fricked up, but it's gonna be kind of all right too. So there we go. We actually got claims on province for minus 25% from Mallorca. This is plus 25% though for Valencia. I'm still gonna go with mine. And there we go, folks. There is the declaration on Aragon, and this is everyone that we're fighting. Quite an annoying bunch, but there's Egypt. Influence, use favors to call into war, and there we go. Now Egypt is on my side. I do think that these guys will participate. Now let's just take a look at Aragon. Yeah, that's all the regulars they have. Yeah, okay, my regular army just crushes everyone, but obviously we're gonna need the levies as well. So yeah, I am gonna move these guys over immediately. Okay, we got a pretty good siege going right here. These guys are landing, which enables me to get like a nice war score and beat their ass. Obviously we're losing war score because probably my vassals. Oh no, it's just defender ticking. Okay, but yeah, Egypt is participating, man. Let's go and siege these things. Yeah, I'm just wondering how quickly will I be able to pay some of these guys to leave? Yeah, we're gonna spend money on that as well. Portugal is right here. Do I have access through Spain? I don't. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of money to get these guys out, at least this early, right? They're willing to accept less as time goes on. But what is Egypt doing? Egypt is actually doing stuff nice. Yeah, shout out the Mamluks, man. They got a lot of vassals too, you know. Another governor form in the meantime. I'm just gonna go with the tax one. Alright, England came in here and they actually beat my ass a little bit. That's why I need to get Portugal out so I can go here. I think now wait, if I don't have mill access, how is England there? They're allied to Spain. That's why they can go there. Okay, yeah, this is a stupid use of money, but I need to get Portugal out so I can get these guys here. Yeah, there we go. You know, this used to tell you who the main guy was and all of the vassals under them. I don't know why it doesn't anymore. Alright, I just paid Burgundy and Brittany to leave. It's gonna take a while to pay off the loans we're getting in this war, but yeah, it just is what it is. You know, I gotta say, I can't really see what the Mamluks are doing. They're really not doing too much, man. Maybe they helped out with some boats and stuff, but aside from that, I really can't tell if they're doing a good job or not. England, I still can't get out. They don't want to accept my money. Alright, and there's England out. Now it should be just Aragon left. Yeah. Oh, actually, and Lorraine too, but who cares about them? Yeah, that's a big Zweibrücken. And that's it. There we go. Nice. Aragon is willing to accept the Valencia stuff. Do I need to do something else with them? No. I mean, we can get war reps if they want to give it to us, which they don't. Yeah, let's just take 101 ducats, and there we go. We've acquired Valencia. That's awesome. That's really, really awesome. Let's take a look at cattle in here. Cultural tradition 512. Oh yeah, okay. I am gonna integrate this manually. I know we're not gonna get cores, but that's okay. Cool. That's done. People are really mad right now. I think a lot of these guys will join up the little coalition Morocco has going, but that's okay. We gotta chill for quite a while. We got quite a lot of loans to pay off. So there we go. Disband levies. This 0 regiment army can go back home and yeah, rebuild the navy, turn off forts, all that good stuff. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit of waiting around, but then we're gonna go in on Spain. No way we can take all of this from them in one war. If we're lucky, 2 wars. If we're lucky, 2 wars. Let's just hope they don't re-ally Aragon or whatever. No, I was gonna say, actually, I should have made England break that alliance, but I couldn't have, because I didn't really do anything to England. I would have had to go and siege them, whereas I just paid them to leave, so no mistake on my part or anything, but yeah. Yeah, surprisingly, Egypt did a lot less, and it's gonna be trickier with Spain, man. They have way more troops themselves, rather than Aragon. I don't know. Did I make France like me? No. Alright, it's been a little bit. We're back to making money. I still have loans to pay off, but that's okay. I did actually have to destroy quite a few armories because we had definitely way overbuilt them. I destroyed like 20 armories, so that helped with the economy as well. But I have some good news. In fact, I have some excellent news. You see, after inviting France to a defensive league and sending them a gift of like almost 2,000 ducats. Oh, what's that? Yes, I have allied the Kingdom of France. Finally, after trying for so long, dude, we finally managed to ally these guys. Oh, okay. Oh. You know, that takes a load of stress off my shoulders. You know, not that we couldn't beat Spain, but the strength of Spain with England is about the same as Aragon with all of these other guys. In fact, these guys had even more, right? Yeah, total potential 225k, total potential 247, so about the same. Okay. But, you know, why not make things faster? Why not make things easier? Why not have Spain be busy up north? Why not have France siege these down, you know? Egypt was in the war, sure, but they didn't really do too much. I'm still gonna call them in, but now at least, you know, we'll have an easier time. So I'm immediately gonna start currying favors with France. Let's just check favors with... Okay, we got a ton of favors with Egypt. Gonna start currying favors with France. Antagonism is all right, and once I'm done integrating everything over here, we'll hit Spain. We'll hit Spain, yeah, and we will be taking... Oh, the Reformation is here. Interesting. Whose side? Nice. We'll be taking whatever we can from them, and we gotta watch the truce next time too, because we don't want... we're probably gonna get a lot of guys very angry. We don't want them to enter the coalition. I just want to hit them again right after the truce expires. So yeah, we'll be chilling. We'll take over the Sevilla market, which is nice. All 3 of our markets are looking really good. My subject created Palma right here, which we're gonna have to destroy. Speaking of these guys, let's annex them, man. What the hell are they doing? So yeah, I'm gonna continue to chill, pay off loans, curry favors with France, and then whenever, we'll just fight Spain. Naples, by the way, have they gotten stronger? Somewhat, I guess. But no alliances. Yeah, Naples is still the weakest out of all of these 3 guys that I had to fight. But of course, Aragon, we don't gotta fight anymore. Oh, the things I do to make my war easier. Of course I'll accept. Okay, we're losing money like this. I'm gonna turn off armies and forts. Hopefully no one comes in lands. Oh, somehow we already got 16 favors with France? How? Just because I joined this war? Okay. Oh, still in this little war that France called us in. They're about to wrap it up anytime. A bunch of guys have been pieced out, but we just annexed Mallorca. I know it's obviously, boys, not better to annex these subjects, right? Because we are getting quite a lot from diplomacy, as you can see. And these guys, man, you know, we're not gonna get cores on their provinces, right? And it'll be far away. We won't have good control, but, you know, I just want to annex, well, all or most of them by the time we wrap it up, just, you know, for having our name on the map and stuff like that. But from an optimal gameplay perspective, you know, normally you wouldn't annex these guys. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but we did get another local governor, man. We unlocked it. The AI, the game decided to build it for me right here, which is actually an excellent place to build it. I was considering destroying this one and moving it a little more this way. But maybe we'll destroy it and put it like somewhere over here. Or no, actually, you can't do a local governor there. It has to be connected. Do we have the ability to build naval governors? Let's see. You can only build them in a city, by the way. So we could put one down in Valencia. Come on, man, lock in. Currently there is +0. I guess I just need to integrate it first. Either way, if I do put one down, it most likely should be in Sevilla, man, right? Yeah, it's coastal and stuff, yeah. That makes sense. Either way, I'm just waiting for this war to wrap up to start, like, annexing Corsica or whatever. Yeah. We lost the war. That's hilarious. Come on, France. They did take a huge chunk out of Milan. I guess they didn't take anything. Well, no, actually, maybe they didn't. Okay, but with that wrapped up, and us helping France, these guys would be willing to come in versus Spain just like that. We'll call in Egypt using favors. With France on our side, I'm thinking maybe we should use destroy enemy. Or no, I'll just threaten war. Yeah, dude, I'm the number 3 great power? Really? What? I never noticed that. Dude, I'm the most powerful country I know. Way more powerful than France. Wow, how is Naples more powerful than France? What? Poland, okay, Poland's pretty big, but hey. I mean, shout out my boy Naples. So yeah, next parliament, just gonna get a CB on Spain for like, I don't know, whatever, something in Murcia right here. A threaten war, obviously they'll decline, and we'll go in with -25%, which is even better than destroy enemy, because destroy enemy is 0, and it's show superiority, the worst war goal in the game, whereas that one is gonna be just to occupy and -25%, so that's gonna be dope. I'll definitely take all of Murcia. I'll see if I can take like half of Granada as well. Too bad we can never get prestige up to become an empire, man. Prestige is like oh wait, what? We can form Andalusia as Carthage. What tier is Carthage? How do we see that? Yeah, we can't see what tier we are, but shoot, if we can form Andalusia, we're either tier 2 or tier 3. That's dope. That's actually very cool. Yo, Tunis to Carthage to Andalusia. That's a pretty good run. We do have to own all of Iberia, I guess, and move our capital there. But that's a cool playthrough. That's a very cool playthrough. Yeah, this might be one of the cooler ways to form Andalusia. I mean, as Morocco, it's pretty easy. I already done it, especially since you can get, like, Granada for free. Invading Spain is definitely harder, but, you know, as Morocco, you already start off with this, and you just push into these guys instead of this way. You already start off at war with Tlemcen, so you can take so much. But as Morocco, you can't form Carthage. Maybe unless you flip to Tunisian, but that would be too annoying. Okay, Valencia has been integrated. You know what? I'm actually going to start converting here, man. I'm actually going to start converting. Let's see actually how expensive it is to accept. We do got a room, Catalan. And nah, it's way too expensive. Frick it, I'll just convert. I know we probably won't get there, but frick it, why not? Actually, it's progressing pretty quick. It's just because Tunisian is so powerful right now, man. Interestingly, we're still not any hegemon. That's because Mao is absolutely ginormous. They have a standing army of 130,000 people. But taking a look at the cultural hegemon right here, yeah, we're the second most high cultural influence country. Poland is really big too. Oh, what the hell, dude. So they hit Zweibrücken again. They didn't call me in this time, but now Spain is involved. Wait, did someone... No, they're just not here. This sucks. France is potentially going to weaken themselves here, and I'll have to wait for their truce. And I don't really want to go in on Spain without France. We could do it with just me and Egypt, but I want to have someone come in from the north. And sure, they are busy with France right now, but okay, a little more waiting. That's okay. We'll just, you know, we'll focus on internal management, you know, getting cores everywhere, assimilating, annexing subjects. It's not a problem. Such a stupid market in Palma over here. There's no point in that one existing. I'm actually going to destroy it if it's not too expensive. Let's see. It's prestige, dude, and 30 stability? Ugh. Of course, everyone knows about the historic rivalry between Carthage and the tribe of Iraq al-Arabi. Yeah. They're definitely on our level, man. Oh shit. Oh, this sucks. This is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. Let me think. So if I betray France, obviously there's no way I'm gonna re-ally them again. If I join France might give up some of my stuff because they're probably using show superiority. How can I see this war, actually? There's the war. Nope, it's actually not show superiority. Why is France sucking, dude? Where the hell is their army? It's non-existent. What the hell? How can France get beat so hard, dude? It is 1.1.7, but there shouldn't really be that much of a difference between this and the previous 2 or 3 patches. No, this is a death wish. Well, there goes the France plan. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, well, we'll just do Spain ourselves with Egypt. It's similar to what we did with Aragon. Break it. Hopefully, Spain will expend some troops here. Alright, so forts and armies are up. Spain's troop count is definitely down, dude. So, it's a great opportunity for me to hit them. Egypt obviously is going to come in using favors, which we do have with them. Awesome. Not that they're going to be of too much help. They really weren't versus Aragon. The annoying part here is the forts, but really where I want to expand, 1, 2, 3, there's only like 5 forts. There's actually none in Sevilla, which is interesting. Yeah. There we go. Hostile actions, threaten war. Oh, they'll actually accept. Damn. They'll actually accept. They're scared. I got a claim on Murcia right here on the province, not the area. Okay. Well, we're still gonna go in with parliament approved claims. It is more expensive, sure, but it's way better than show superiority. Okay. Gotta take these guys down, man. 2 or 3 wars versus Spain. So we gotta get started. There's our declaration. We're fighting England as well. It's gonna be a while before we can pay them to leave. Obviously, we're gonna loan up again. I already have some loans that I still haven't paid off from earlier, but that's okay. Influence, use favors to call into war. Let's hope these guys actually do stuff. There's our levies up, 150,000 of them. Let's walk into Murcia and then, yeah, then just keep fighting. All right, I've stopped them right here so they can't actually enter the Mediterranean. They got no boats over here, so we're free to move our troops over. I'm just gathering them up, and then we're gonna send them over. But yeah, I think it's looking good, man. My subjects are already here, and Egypt's boats are here. I don't know if the Mamluks are gonna... I mean, they're walking their armies over. Okay, just a quick look, you know, like this. If we take all of Murcia now, for example, I'll probably do this in this war. I know it's a mega aggressive expansion, but yeah, I think it would be good. Just so we can take Andalusia later, because it's so much bigger. It's the size of these two together. So yeah, ideally, this is what we take from the war. This is way easier than with Aragon. Of course, I just realized it's because Spain doesn't have an army, dude. Yeah. You know, England and its subjects do have pretty big armies, and obviously Spain's colonies as well, it seems like, but they're just not here yet. So we'll see. But yeah, this is a walk in the park right now. Dude, I've enslaved like 100,000 people just from this. It's nutty. Okay, how do I get rid of this pop-up? Oh, nice. The Mamluks are actually here this time. Let's go. Corsica has been annexed during this war. You know, I was pissed at France, but thanks, France. Let's see if we can get these guys out. Probably not. Yeah, they're literally not doing anything, so they haven't lost or gained anything, so that's why they don't want to peace out. But, yeah, I'll just keep going until they accept this. Let's deselect it. The war score should drop once I de and reselect. Oh, it hasn't. Well, it might not be possible to do this, in which case I'll just get it without Malaga like this. But yeah, let's keep going, man. Oh wow, they got an army from somewhere. I've enslaved 260,000 of their people so far. Yep, that's just a thing. Dude, I siege so quick too. Yo, they made the town from Breaking Bad into a real thing, dude. That's crazy. Damn, it really just goes to show how much influence the show has, man. Yeah. I'm Skylar White, yo. Oh, cool. It has dropped below 100% war score. Nice. These are probably more annoying to get, and Sevilla is going to be even more annoying to get because their control over here is really high. They probably have, like, a governor or whatever. So, yeah, this is going to cost a lot later. I wonder, it should be possible, but, yeah, let's keep going until they give us this. England is no factor in this war whatsoever, dude. But they still don't want to leave. Oh, now they can leave. It's a lot of money. I don't want to get even more loans. I think if we just keep going, we can take this without giving money, so frick England. Gained a course somewhere. Is my conversion paying off? I gotta keep a guy to increase control over here in Valencia, because otherwise we don't assimilate, but I just gotta... Alright, this, finally, Jesus. Yeah, thanks. We've enslaved so many, Castilian people that they actually make up, let's see it right here. Yeah, 3% of our population, dude. That's crazy. Look, we got everyone, dude. We got everyone. Either way, England now only wants 1,600 ducats, so I will pay that. And just like that, we jump to 81% war score, and they're willing to accept this. Perfect. I'm actually going to get war reps from these guys as well, and a little bit of money, because I probably have lots of loans that I need to pay off. Well, actually, it's only 5. Yeah, they're huge, so it's not bad. It's not bad. Cool. Well, I will need to stop assimilating because I am going to integrate this manually. I don't want to create more subjects. It doesn't matter anyway at the end of the day. Andalusia, I should probably be able to accept a little cheaper, right? They are Iberian, Maghrebi, and Arabic. And Tunisian is Arabic and Maghrebi. Yeah, so at least I'll accept up stuff over here. Cool. That's our first war with Spain done. If we crush them like this now, later it's going to be more difficult because they're actually going to have an army, but let's not concern ourselves with that. Okay, there we go. The Carthaginian realm is spreading. Let's get the troops home and, yeah, integrate. All right, let's check the coalition. Yeah, I gotta time Spain. I got to time Spain. Yeah, otherwise they'll join the coalition too and I'll end up fighting even more guys. So, yeah, let's just improve with random guys all around, man. Especially these, like, small French guys or whatever. Alright, so truce with Spain expired, and I did mistime my parliament in order to declare on them, but then I realized, man, we're still integrating stuff over here, and I know I'm integrating 3 when I can do 4, it's alright. I accepted Andalusia, just paid off the final loan, so we're doing alright in that department. Fought some Catalan rebels over here, not a big deal. And yeah, we're just chilling right now. Annexing Sardinia, we're in no rush. Yes, we are gonna fight some of the coalition guys if we fight Spain, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Let's improve with like some of the other guys that have entered the coalition, like Bardi and Peruzzi. I know they're just banks and they don't matter at the end of the day, but yeah. So yeah, gonna chill some more, integrate, you know, make cores. How far along are we on this? Jesus. And yeah. I've actually improved opinion with Sicily quite a lot over the course of this campaign because we've had them quite a while. Let's improve with Sardinia. I might, honestly... Wait, why are they disloyal? What the hell? Do I need to increase this? Yeah, I just needed to increase it a little bit. I might be able to accept Sardinia and Sicilian, if I'm being honest. We got the foreign cultural law here. I'm actually gonna go with this. Yeah. Ooh, Punic wine trade. Dude, Carthage has Punic global trade. How many unique things does Carthage have? I already said this maybe last video or this video, but this might be the coolest formable nation, man. They got so many things and they're all so good. Hell yeah, I'm gonna take that. Hell yeah, I'm gonna take that. I love global trade, man. It's literally the best, like, money-making institution. It's nutty. Naples, by the way, which I definitely didn't forget about, is still the same as earlier. So no changes right there. Yeah. But this is going to be our toughest war so far. I mean, Morocco and Aragon are going to be easy to piece out. What am I talking about? Yeah, but yeah, Spain does have armies. We're going to see how it is to fight them. It literally didn't even, you know, it wasn't a thing last war. We did get cores here, though. I did say I accepted Andalusian. Castile converted a little bit over there in freaking Almeria. By the way, I did finally max out cultural investment, man. It's insignificant, but I did take upgrade to Empire minus 25%. There it is. It's gonna be a while before we research it. Not that we're in a rush, but what's the cost? Minus 25% is what I'm interested in for the prestige. Everything else we have. So 25% of 70. What is it? 50 is 35, so that would be like 17.5. So it should cost us like 50. Yeah. 3 prestige to upgrade? Yeah, freaking prestige, man. It's just, ugh. And the thing is, I gotta take events like this, you know? I normally wouldn't do it. What the hell? But, and you know, I know I'm tanking it by rivaling, you know, the tribe of Iraq, Al-Arabi and stuff like that, but, oh, the coalition disbanded. Nice. So everything has been integrated up at this point. I'm just assimilating right now, you know, to get some more cores. Sardinia is pretty close to being annexed. It's at 500 out of 534. So it'll be done in about, you know, 16 months or something like that. Next parliament is, okay. I think it's time we prepare, man. I think it's time we prepare. Yeah, it's Spain and England. Hopefully Egypt will come in and help again. They were of decent help last time just with the sieges and stuff like that. But of course now I'm going to need them in battle too. Spain has, let's see, only 2,000 regulars? Oh well. Alright, so Sardinia has been annexed and I did accept... Where is it? Sardinian? Ah, there it is. It didn't cost that much. It was only 0.81. I think, yeah, I think we'll be able to accept Sicilian as well. But yeah, just dealt with some freaking Castilian separatists right here. We got a CB on Spain. It's time to go in. Who's this? Ooh, England. Ooh. Oh, I didn't even know this was happening. Hell yeah, dude. It's gonna be easy again, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right, that's awesome. But yeah, started annexing Sicily. It cost 546 to annex them. It's interesting that they're about the same size as Sardinia. I know realistically they're about the same size, but I always thought Sicily would be more expensive for some reason. But there is Spain. Let's try threatening war on them again, dude. Yeah, once again, they're willing to give us everything, so it's just gonna be a regular one. So there it is. Take Cadiz. There it is right there. Not a lot of forts, folks. Just these two down here for the entirety of freaking Andalusia over here. And yeah, there we go. Our second to last war. Gonna knock out Spain. And then we just need to take Rome and do what Carthage could never do in real life. Or did they take Rome? I don't know. Who am I, a historian? No! I just play video game. Right, let's not forget to call in these guys. Okay, rest of the army is here. Almost, actually. No, let's not get these guys over. These guys we really don't need. We're gonna split this guy in two and tell both of these guys to focus siege all of Spain. Egypt has landed again. Excellent. Alright, these guys are about to meet 7 Spanish angels. Bye-bye. Wow, after 200 years, this is a core. Excellent. Okay, yeah, too bad we can't increase control twice at the same time, man. Let's assimilate something else with this. So what are we doing? We're doing Mallorca and this. Let's actually do... that's 2 provinces? What the frick? Let's do that. In fact, I'm gonna move that guy off of Orihuela and put him up here. What's control looking like up there? It's actually pretty low. It makes more sense to do it over here, but who cares? Once again, England is nowhere to be found. Oh, let's go ahead and check this, actually. So, Cadiz, Sevilla, Cordoba, and Jaén. Oh, don't tell me I can't do it. I should have declared for Sevilla, shouldn't have I? Debt maxing once again during this war, but yeah, it just is what it is. All right, we've been at this for 4 years. England, what are you doing here, man? Like, what's your... I'm not paying 5,400. Hell no. I don't think we'll be able to take this. Oh. Hey, white piece on England. Nice. And that, along with full siege on Spain. Wait, Desmond is its own country? What the hell? Oh no, they're a vassal. That only brings us to 70%, which isn't enough, dude. We can't do this. I think even at 100%. I'm gonna stay in this war, see if they'll roll over and give us 100%, but I think this won't be doable. I think we'll have to do it like this, honestly. Take Cadiz and Sevilla and then declare again for Cordoba and Jaén. I thought this could happen, but that's okay. You know, they made that town from Texas into a real thing too. It's crazy. I feel like there's a chance because it keeps decreasing, but I'm taking on so many loans, it's not even funny. I got a dip. It's gonna be another war. Frick it. Once again, let's get war ups. They won't even give that to me, huh? Okay, well, we got Cadiz and Sevilla. Just need to declare for these two and Rome, and we're chilling. Okay, now let's pay off these loans. Frick. So right now I'm just chilling. Egypt called me into this, but obviously I'm staying with forts off, armies off, navies off, just so we can make money to pay off the loans faster. And I was just looking at this region right here, what's going on. I went to the religion map mode, and I'll have you know the Ottomans are Catholic. That's something which is in the game, Europa Universalis 5. But yeah, we're chilling, integrating. These are like 40% done over here. Still got 4 loans to pay off. They're pretty big, so we're chilling. Also, yeah, getting some cores in Mallorca. That's going pretty well. I just realized, dude, I've had money to have an actual army for so long now, and I never did it. Let's do it. Finally, loans paid off. Yeah, that didn't increase the prestige demand, man. Only the money, I guess. Oh my god, we're never gonna become an empire, yeah. Oh, I was just preparing to hit Spain. Again? Oh my god, if my CB expires, I'm gonna punch someone in the eye. Well, frickin', let's do it. I can do it myself. Egypt is gonna come around sooner or later. There we go. Declaring for Cordoba. Okay, there's the declaration. Raise up. Once again, same plan. With these guys, I'm going for forts, and then these guys... well, actually, one of them, I'm gonna tell them to focus siege, and the other guy, I'm gonna tell them on armies. You know, finally we have a real war, because technically we're kind of solo in this. The Mamluks are doing their own thing, and also England did come down, and Spain has an actual army up. So finally a challenge versus these guys after so long. Right, Sicily has been annexed during this war, so we're officially subjectless. Let's see if we can accept it. Oh yeah, I improved so much, so many times. Sorry, cultural opinion with Sicilian, that was like super easy to accept. Of course, by the end of the campaign, we're not gonna have cores on everything because, you know, these I just can't accept, but that's okay. You know, I guess because, you know, we can roleplay it like, oh, these subjects, we've had them for so long and they've been so loyal that those people feel like they're a part of our country, blah, 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 you know? Whereas these guys, you know, we can play it as, you know, they're still salty. You know, they've been conquered, man. I mean, that's really what it is, isn't it? Yeah, but even this Spain at full strength and England at full strength, they're still no match. And I only got one professional army too, dude. Of course, my levies have been quite depleted, actually, by now, but Alright, just paid England 11,000 to frick off. Normally, I wouldn't do it, but that's because I'm solo and levies are down. So, yeah, once again, a lot of debt to pay off. It's not more than last time, though. Last time we had, like, 20k. Which is fine. I've grown a lot more accustomed to playing with loans recently, man, especially when you're this big. You know, loans do hurt you quite a lot at the start when it lowers your crown power so much, but now it's like really not a problem. Yeah, only 7% from this, and we're making so much money when we're at peace. Yeah, we're chilling. This is the real EU4 style gameplay. Of course, it has probably brought me down to a number 8 great power. I was number 2 at one point, but frick it. Well, I just got Madrid. Yep, they're willing to accept. Excellent, dude. After so long, we're gonna own everything that I wanted to own over here, which is the entirety of Valencia, Murcia, and Granada, and now... What? Dude, I never even thought of this province. Why did I never consider that province? Yeah, because looking at the map that I took a look at before starting this video and conquering everything here, it was kind of like Carthage owned this, so that's why I decided to go for these areas, but dude, I've looked at this map 90 times during this video. It never once occurred to me that Huelva is in Andalusia. I guess we'll take it just because it's there, but then I could have just taken it last time. Why the hell didn't I? Okay, they'll accept this too. What else do we do? War reps, some money. No money, I guess. Okay, well, there we go. Now we're done with Spain. Hey, that looks pretty nice, actually. It would have looked nicer if we didn't take this, but that's okay. I'm going to keep it. And there we go. We're done. Second to last war. I hopped out of the Egypt-Cilicia thing just, you know, a couple of months ago. But there we go. Once again, it's time to chill. And then it's time for our final war versus the Kingdom of Naples, which is less annoying to fight than Aragon or Spain ever were. It's going to be a little annoying pushing through the south right here and getting all the way to Rome. I was gonna say probably have a lot of forts, but they don't. Okay, after we take down freaking Reggio Calabria right here, we can just walk to Rome, dude. I'm gonna take the entire province that Rome is in, which is Maritima. Yeah, just that. I don't want to go for just the location of Rome, even though that would be funnier. Really, if you think about it, we should take Lazio. I might do that. Okay, but yeah, once again, disband levies. Boom, boom, boom. What do we need to drop down? Okay, now we're good. Okay, there we go. Back to making money. Let's pay off 18,000 ducats worth of debt. Coalition is back, but as long as these guys don't join, which they won't, I really don't care. And all of Malaga has been cored up. Okay, I'm gonna do Corsica now. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna integrate. I gotta say, I think this is, these are pretty satisfying borders, man. Don't you guys agree? It would probably look cooler with southern Italy too, but I'm getting carried away. I need to wrap it up. I've been playing this for so long, and this video is probably super long too. Control F9, by the way. I know you're wondering. That's how you get rid of everything. Control F9. That's how I make my, you know, screenshots for thumbnails. How many provinces are here in Lazio? 3. Maritima, Campania, and San Pietro in Tuscia. You know, taking a look at this, man, this isn't right. As an Italy geography nerd, Emilia and Romagna, it really shouldn't be and, it should be Emilia Romagna. The freaking Urbino doesn't belong there, Urbino, if anything, should go as a part of Marche and Umbria. Yeah, I know I'm a nerd about the areas and the regions in the game when they literally don't mean anything, but this just looks weird. I mean, Italian watchers in the comments, please tell me I'm right, right? I don't know enough about Spain or the Maghreb to comment on that, but yeah. Also, if you're gonna make Apulia an area, why not make Corsica an area too, or just make it a part of Sardinia and call it Corsica and Sardinia or something? I know for Genoa, it makes more sense for it to be a part of Liguria, because Genoa owns it at the start, but you know what, man? I'm gonna get a CB on Naples. Yeah. No, they probably won't accept being threatened. Oh my god, yeah, for Rome they won't accept, though. Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. How many of these guys... 137. I'm gonna wait a little bit more. Come to think about it, dude, what are we waiting for? I paid off some loans, about half. Not losing that much money, really. Let's just go, bro. Let's just go. There we go. So, threaten war. I've stopped being a great power. Oh, let's just go. Let's just go, dude. There we go. Let's call in the boys. Now they should help. They're not involved in anything else, I don't think. Oh, they are. That can't be the same one. It is, it's the second one. Oh my god, fine. Let's just walk into here. I'm actually gonna try this one without what you call it, levies, man. Obviously, this might mega backfire, since if Naples decides to walk in with 150,000, of which they have a decent bit of professionals, more than Castile, my guys are probably toast. In which case, I definitely should get the levies. Hey, how'd they land here, bro? I got this fleet patrolling the entire Mediterranean, yo. It's realistic, right? I mean, if they're here, they should be able to get to here before these guys get from here to here. Ah, we're chilling. They're no match. They're no match. I had 800 levies beat up 4,000 of someone's levies here, or at least something like that happened, because I don't know where they went, so... let's get these guys here. See, I'm talking about something like this. Oh, I guess we're fine. Let's just go straight to Naples, frickin'. Oh my god. Oh! If you're wondering why I never play this far. Sure. I don't even care what I'm researching anymore. Let's just get frickin' Naples, dude. Come on. Oh my god, the Siege of Naples is complete and I stole so much art. Clicked away on the pop-up. I was wondering why it's so long, but after that I realized, oh my god, you guys have no idea how much art was there. You know what? Sure. Iceland is a dominion of Naples. Yeah, I definitely see that. Also, what the hell is Egypt doing, man? They haven't been helping out in this war. Alright, we're actually not doing that hot over here. I kind of underestimated Naples. We got Naples and Rome, so our war score is decent, but Egypt isn't doing anything to help us out. I foolishly freaking barraged Rome like 10 times to try and get it, and I realized I was wasting so much manpower, so now I'm only down to 13k. That's just a stupid misplay on my part, man. But they'll give us Rome, and they'll actually give us Maritima as well, and Campania, but I can't take this as well. So if we can't do the entire area, I might as well only do the province that Rome is in, right, which is Maritima. So there we go. That's our final war done, ladies and gentlemen. And as the Sultanate of Carthage, too bad it's not the Empire, because, well, forming empires is no fun. We've done what we set out to do. Okay, I'm not going to call it immediately. Instead, I am going to go ahead and integrate it. And then, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a wrap. Okay, I actually don't even have a navy. Let's rebuild that. First war when I don't actually lose money, though. Look, everything is good. And we're actually making... maybe I should try and go for Empire, but we just need to get lucky with events, really. That's what it is. Dude, this went up to 10, now it's at 30. That helped speed it up so much. We're actually integrating it, like, really quickly. Well, that's not good. What the hell? I don't even have the boats to get these guys here. Just kidding, I did. In fact, there we go. They just finished now. Got a gov reform, I forgot about that. Thalassocracy is way weaker than an EU4. Interesting. We're super naval, which is awesome for the way we're playing. Might as well go with peasant land inheritance right here. Let me just see if there's something better. There probably isn't. That one's good too. Nah, we're just gonna go with that. Where is it? Oh. Yeah. Well, there we go. Rome has been integrated. Very nice. Just waiting on these three. Everything happening all at once. So we got the Columbian Exchange. The Italian wars are somehow still going on. Court and country for me. Wars of religion. Hashtag nothing ever happens. And the Little Ice Age. Got up to 16 million people. Quite a lot. And there we go, folks. Now that the final province that we took from Spain over here has been integrated, our campaign is officially done, and we own everything we wanted to own as Carthage. But yeah, man, you know, this was originally meant to be a one-shot video, but I did have a lot of fun as Carthage, and you guys pointed out rightly in the comments that we should have taken stuff in Iberia, and I was like, frick it, we'll do that, and we'll also take Rome while also working on the internal management of the country. And I gotta say, man, I had an absolute blast playing this campaign. Like I mentioned earlier, you could totally go for like, you know, Tunis to Carthage to Andalusia, maybe then to Roman Empire or something like that. I don't know. It's there's a bunch of cool things that we can do right here. But honestly, super fun campaign, man. Ended up number 10 on the Great Powers list, which is weird since we were sorry, number 2 at one point. But yeah, our home core region, everything cored up over here. Sicily, Sardinia, the Balearic Islands obviously cored up. Corsica we're doing. Andalusian over here accepted. Obviously, if we continued playing, we'd assimilate all of this and get cores over there and everything like that. But yeah, this is what the control map mode is looking like. Not bad at all over here. Pretty bad in Iberia, but it is expected. These are all of the markets that we have. This is what the cultures ended up looking like. This is what religions ended up looking like. And yeah, we're looking very nice, man, making an absolute frick ton of money. Pretty huge tax base right here, almost 3,000. And yeah, man, Carthage, I gotta say, really fun, and I think you guys should give it a shot. Lots of super cool, unique, and pretty powerful bonuses too that this country has, and I think we did manage to wrap up most of them. And of course, we do own Rome. We have taken it over, but you know, our capital is still better, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think that's a pretty good place to wrap it up here as Carthage. A little two-parter, not really a grand campaign. I just wanted to continue playing these guys or whatever. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed part 2 of this Carthage video, be on the lookout for part 2 of Portugal coming out as well. You guys had a lot of fun with that campaign. I did as well. Like I said in the title of that video, I'm addicted. So yeah, I do want to do a little more colonizing with them and stuff like that, and I think it's gonna be super fun. But yeah, Carthage, honestly, I'm super glad I formed these guys. Definitely give these guys a shot. A very fun country to play. I've been playing this game on 1.1.6, 1.1.7, and 1.1.8 as well, which dropped just today as you're watching this video. And I gotta say, you know, aside from this game, latest beta patches are looking really awesome, and the official release should be anytime soon. Game is looking super nice. But I think that's about it. I don't know. You want to see the roads too? There we go. You want to see the rivers? We don't got any. Too bad. But yeah, man, leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. What are you thinking? And that's it for me for now. See you next time.